Good evening. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Melissa Hosick, and I'm the Adult Programming Librarian at the East Brunswick Public Library. Are you able to hear me? Let me know in the comments. Can I be heard? You know how technology is. This is my first time using this one, so please bear with me. So once again, I said my name is Melissa Hosick. I'm the Adult Programming Librarian here at the East Brunswick Public Library. And today we're taking a really short podcast break to give you 4 recommendations from staff and library users just like you. So let us get started. And let's see. Okay, so I can be heard. Okay. Let's actually do this. Okay, so our first recommendation is actually by me. It's the Spilled Milk podcast. It is, our hosts are Molly Weisenberg and Matthew Amster Burton, and they're writers with a comedy bent. It's a funny romp through different weekly food topics. There's a typo there. Quince, junk food, grocery stores, actually the pan pizza episode, which is episode 415, I would recommend. They go through what they call memory lane with their food memories, and you get to go along with them. They're good friends. They've known each other for over 10 years. The podcast has been going for over 10 years now too. But it's definitely one of my favorite and go-tos. So if you need a laugh and you really like food, like many of us do, especially during quarantine, this podcast might be for you. So our next one was recommended by Rick M., who is a library user, and it's called The Infinite Inning, and it's by East Brunswick's own Stephen Goldman. And so he has had a podcast that's sports, but a little bit more. Rick's recommendation was, it's a wonderful, intellectually stimulating mix of baseball, history, and politics. Definitely doesn't stick to sports, and frankly, that's its strength. A lot of podcasts kind of do that. They're either hyper-focused on a topic, or they kind of gallivant along and you get to follow the host's views on everything, and that makes them a little bit more fun. Has anyone listened to any of these so far? Let me know in the comments. Oh, baseball. Yeah, baseball. Oh, movie popcorn. Okay, trainer. Okay, awesome. Okay, so our next topic of a podcast is actually Reply All, which was recommended by librarian Paul. And he actually goes right into a recommendation for an episode, which is really cool. Sometimes it's helpful to find out from someone who really loves a podcast if it's really, a good way to dip your toe into it. And Paul said, I really like the episode, The Case of the Missing Hit by the Reply All podcast. The podcast overall theme is how we influence and are influenced by the internet. This particular episode concerns a man who heard a song a few times on the radio in the 90s. He remembers all the lyrics, but an online search comes up with nothing. You know how you get that, earworm, that song, you're trying to be like, why do I know this song? So the gentleman turned to the host of the Reply All podcast for help, and they were able to find the song and explain why it was so difficult to track down. It's a wild ride, and Paul thinks that he likes it so much because it speaks to the tip of my tongue feeling when you're desperately trying and failing to recall a mutual experience or find buried pop culture artifacts. That's a pretty good recommendation. There's a lot going on there, but yeah, maybe that means you need to check it out. And this is a super short program. It's a 10 to 15 minutes. So we're already at the end, but I'm going to take your recommendations in the comments. Please write them wherever they may be. We are on Facebook, we are on Periscope, and we are on YouTube Live. So I'll be able to see all your comments anywhere, and I'll be able to take your recommendations. So the last one's actually from librarian Betsy. She gave me a lot of recommendations, as did some other people. So you may see me back on here soon. So the category is Society and Culture. It's Revisionist History by Malcolm Gladwell. You may have heard of him and read some of his books. It's his journey through the overlooked and the misunderstood. Every episode re-examines something from the past, an event, a person, idea, even a song, got a lot of song ones this time, and ask whether it got right the first time from Pushkin Industries, which is who oversees the podcasting network, because sometimes the past deserves a second chance. So in this little event, we had society and culture, technology, sports and more, and food, comedy and more. So those are our quick snapshot recommendations. So we want to hear what your favorite podcasts are. Yep, you love Malcolm Gladwell. Yeah, so you love Gladwell. That is totally awesome. EBPL trainer is actually our tech trader, Isabel. Let's see, does anyone else have any recommendations? Turkey Confidential. I don't actually know that one. Is that one through the Splendid Table? Isabel, I'm not sure, actually. But I think it's Turkey Confidential is the special Thanksgiving episode. And I think it also runs on NPR radio. I'm not 100% sure. So yes, awesome. Thank you, Isabel. And let's see if there's any other recommendations. If you aren't in the chat and you're watching this afterwards, you can totally participate. I'm going to be doing a few more of these quick chats. So you can email us at programs@ebpl.org. I'm going to put that in the comments. I'll also link over some of the direct links to the podcast. You can always listen to Apple Podcast. I don't think is Google Play still being called Google Play. I'm not really sure. Tune in, Spotify for some. I use Overcast, Pocket Cast. There's a lot of options for listening, so definitely check out the podcasting one of your choice. So let me pop these quickly in so you can see. Also, a lot of podcasts have their own website, so you can go through archives. You can read more in-depth stories. So I've just added the one for Spilled Milk Podcast. Infinite Inning doesn't have its own website, so I'm actually linking it through TuneIn, which is free and not restricted to iOS or Android. So we'll add TuneIn. We're going to add Reply All, and that's through Gimlet Media. And then the last one is Revisionist History, which is an easy one to remember, which is revisionisthistory.com. So I think I saw another recommendation, Seth Godin. I believe he does technology and some other ways of thinking. Not 100% sure. Isabel, you want to let me know about that? Yeah, Seth Godin. I'm guessing Godin. I'm not sure. I believe that she's mentioned them in a program in the past. Oh, marketing, which... Oh, yeah, he's the one who says you put in only a certain percentage of time to get the output of a certain amount. So definitely want to check that out. So if you have any other recommendations, inspiration to start business. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And especially right now with people trying new ventures, that's a really good thing. So as I said, this is a really short program, a short, sweet, and straight to the point. If you missed it, please still put in the comments below or to the side your recommendations, and you may see them on a future podcast break. So once again, my name is Melissa Hosick, and you can email your podcast recommendations to programs@ebpl.org. So thank you so much, and we will see you later. If you don't already follow us here, please consider doing so. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, maybe some other places. And if you want to see us there, just, let us know. So thank you so much for everyone joining. I want to see if there's any other recommendations before we sign out. Doesn't look like it. So once again, thank you so much for coming, and give us a subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you at a future program. Bye, guys.